Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Stores Yanko back here with another video. And Marcus Smart got traded for Kristaps Porzingis. Are the Boston Celtics a super team now? I don't know what the fuck a super team is anymore because y'all niggas redefined that shit all the goddamn time. But we are going to talk about it right now. So originally the trade was supposed to be Marcus Morris going to the Wizards, Kristaps Porzingis going to the Boston Celtics, and Malcolm Brogdon going to the Clippers. Now I'm finna rant real quick. Like just a little real quick because I'm tired of teams knowing that a player has a history with injuries and stuff like that and acquiring about them and getting everybody to the table, finalizing a trade, and then backing out because that's exactly what the fuck the Clippers did. And they pissed me off with that. Why? I'm not a Boston Celtics fan. I'm not a Clippers fan. Sure, I like the Grizzlies, but I'm not a Grizzlies fan or Wizards fan or anything like that. But why would you waste everybody's time and have the Boston Celtics scrambling around to try to find a different team to get involved into this trade? You're just wasting time. That's like me acquiring about Anthony Davis. I know the nigga's made out of glass. You feel me? I knew about this before I even picked up the phone to call you. Now we on the phone breathing and shit, and I don't even like whatever. But the trade ended up being, involved with Titus Jones with the Memphis Grizzlies, Marcus Smart, and, all this other stuff. And sure, it's heartbreaking for the Boston Celtics, but they got better as a team. So the trade ended up being Titus Jones going to the Wizards, Marcus Smart going to the Grizzlies, and Kristaps Porzingis going to the Boston Celtics because the Celtics like, nigga, we getting this trade done. You feel me? sorry, Smart. You gotta pack up, buddy. You feel me? You gotta go. So it was nice to meet you. But the Boston Celtics, they got it done. They got better as a team. And, Marcus Smart, I guess he's going to be good in Memphis because you got to keep in mind they no longer have Titus Jones, which was a good backup point guard, actually the best backup point guard in the league, in my opinion. And whatever he's going to do in Washington, I don't really know. I don't really know what they're doing now because they have Jordan Poole. But, it's irrelevant. We're going to talk about Marcus Smart and Kristaps Porzingis. So Marcus Smart, he's pretty much going to be filling in for Ja Morant until he gets back. I expect him to be starting, even though I don't believe Marcus Smart is a starting point guard. He can't be your best, point guard on the team at all. And, Kristaps Porzingis for the Boston Celtics, they can have so many defensive schemes with him, like just with Rob Will and Al Horford in the front court, and they can just help each other. Everybody can stay healthy. Everybody can, help each other out on defense. And Kristaps Porzingis is a lot more versatile than both of those players. Like, he just came off of his best season as a Washington Wizard, and I feel like he can contribute to the team. And I feel like the Boston Celtics have no excuse not to make it to the NBA Finals. They have no excuse to fail, but I'm pretty sure they will find an excuse to fail because they always find an excuse to fail. Because guess what? They got that light-skinned, fake-ass Kobe, you know, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That fake-ass number one option, which is Jason Tatum. Sure, the nigga gets hot and, he goes off for 50, this and all that, but he's a volume scorer. That's all he is. And I hate to hate on the nigga real quick, but I had to talk about it. But the Boston Celtics have no excuse not to make it out the East. They have the most talented roster. Like, they didn't have to give up Malcolm Brogdon, and Malcolm Brogdon is better than Marcus Smart. Like, so now he's your starting point guard, and I don't really know how he's going to feel about being in, a trade package. And like, oops, now, you're back with us. Hello. But Jaylen Brown been going through that shit. So, shake it off. And that's another thing that they have to figure out with Jaylen Brown is his extension. Now, do I think Jaylen Brown is going to get overpaid or anything like that? No, I don't think any of these players can necessarily be overpaid considering how much money they generate for that team in the NBA. So they're actually getting underpaid. But that's another topic for another day. And we're talking about this trade and the teams involved. Now for Memphis, they got exactly what they wanted out of it because they were looking to upgrade from Dillon Brooks. And Marcus Smart is an upgrade from Dillon Brooks, but that's not saying a lot. And hey, they got what they wanted out out the deal. Like, anytime a team gets what they want out of a deal, you can never say, oh, they got fleeced or they got finessed, because the crazy part is Boston got 2 first-round picks back. Like, what the fuck? Like, how do you do that? You got a better player, you got the best player in the entire trade, and you got picks back in return? That's crazy. So, it is what it is. It's a crazy process that these teams go through to try to get better. And the Boston Celtics keep getting better every year, because I believe Danilo Gallinari actually was involved in that trade too. He went to the Wizards as well, and he didn't even fucking play for them. So it's like they really lost nothing. I'm not going to call Marcus Smart nothing, but it's like when you get the clear best player in the entire trade and you really gave up a dude that wasn't really a starting point guard. He's a fake ass DPOY because he stole Mikal Bridges' DPOY because the media liked him more, but that's a different topic for a different day. But basically, you gave up a guy that couldn't really get you over the hump for a guy that possibly can. He possibly can. You got to keep in mind, Al Horford is getting old as shit. He's been old as shit, but he's been good being old as shit. So the Boston Celtics, they can't keep getting away with getting better every season. Brad Stevens is a motherfucker, bro. He was a good coach, but he's a damn good GM. He's probably one of the best GMs in the goddamn league. So, the Boston Celtics, they got what they wanted out of the deal. The Grizzlies got what they wanted out of the deal. I don't really know what the hell the Washington Wizards are doing, but I'm pretty sure that they got what they wanted out of the deal because, I guess they're trying to cook up something in Washington, rebuilding, because they're like, hey, we got a whole new front office, blow the bitch up. And they're getting rid of everybody, which leaves Kyle Kuzma left. But we're going to see what happens to him. He might be in Dallas. But that's all I got to say about it. Shout out to Marcus Smart, Kristaps Porzingis. Shout out to Titus Jones, man. 3 good players contributing to 3 different teams now. And it's up to them to show their worth. And I believe that they will. So peace.